All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out scouting and on some public land, and if you don't know by now, hey, I got a GoPro. And guess what? They are hard to work for somebody at 58 years old and has to have reading glasses on. When you turn that thing on, there's a menu pop up, like kind of confusing. But anyway, I had to get a little help, get some settings basic, and then I'm not going to be fancy. Y'all know me, I'm just basically to the point and just trying to help with some tips and stuff like that. We're not going to have a bunch of pretty, all dramatic and drawn up video that's so fancy. We're just going to be straight to the point. But anyway, I'm out scouting. It's bow season, it's March. It's about 40 degrees this morning. Things are starting to green up a little bit. Turkey season has kicked off in some places, but I'm at a place that's not open yet, so I'm going to make a route, run around and check some stuff out. You can kind of tell this area right here is where I'm filming at. Is I pulled over because I don't want y'all tracking me. I know how some of y'all folks are, but anyway, this place has been thinned, so the people are kind of against cutting and thinning this. Whenever this stuff right here starts sprouting and growing, it's all kind of bedding cover, turkey nesting cover, browse and stuff like that. It's really helped over the last 10-15 years. So don't be too negative about it, but it's really helped, and burning it every 3 or 4 years helps a lot too with the new sprouts and stuff coming up. I can see green stuff popping up and green briar leaves on it, stuff like that right now. So anyway, what I'm out here scouting today is I'm going to check a bunch of different points and edges, follow some creeks, looking for some tracks, some more big buck tracks, try to plan. My main goal is postseason is try to find a couple of bucks that's outside of my main core areas, try to figure out about where they're bedding at, and then pay attention to where the food source is, how they're kind of accessing the bedding, and look at it, then go from there and maybe make a plan for early season bow hunting, stuff like that. And then the other parts is I'm looking for different funnels, edges, junctions, fingers coming together, thermal hubs and stuff like that, hard edges, transitions, and then checking them out and seeing how deer use them, access them, how they're crossing creeks and stuff like that, and looking for stand locations, basically where the wind comes during the winter and stuff like that, and see how I can set up. And the main thing is seeing if I can access in. So I always think of that, is you got to be able to get down there without messing them up. So don't want to cross any trails, anything like that, if I can help it. So if I do have to cross a trail, I'm going to step over it, know where it's at, and be close to it where I can see anything that comes through it. So anyway, just walk around, see if I can show y'all something. So I'll be back with you. Is this thing working? I sure hope it is. Okay, got a cool little spot right here I'm gonna kind of show you. So I'm up on a shelf, which was an old logging road, and you can see it's above a creek system with some pines come down to a point, and there's some pines up on that little hill there. And like I said, pretty good creek system. You'd be surprised what kind of deer, just how real thick this stuff is. There's no way for anything to get from them from the back to get down this place where they can bed above this and see it 2 or 3 points. And the way the wind is and the thermals, they're pretty much protected. It's hard for anybody to get to them, any kind of predator. You walk these thick laurel bush areas and kind of get an idea. Sometimes you'll find sheds, but you can see there's a track right there. It's an old doe track. So we're just following this around, just seeing what's going on. But places to look at and keep in mind, because they love these little thick stuff. They can get in here and just, they can lay up and hide and transition to different areas whenever pressure's on without you even seeing them, because they blend into this stuff real good. So we're gonna keep on walking. Okay, y'all, I want to talk about the browse a little bit. You can see right here, hopefully y'all can see that, when the deer have browsed on stuff, late into winter, and pretty good bit of it right there. You don't really, some people, well, what is that? I don't care what it is, really, I just want to know they were eating it. So you can look up to these tops right here and stuff, they were browsing it down. So like I say, that hard frost, we didn't have any acorns. So just pay attention to stuff like that. Why? Because generally is what I believe and what I was kind of concentrate on is that the bucks and the hill country part generally are going to use or navigate the upper third of whatever it is they're traveling. If it's the lower third of the hills, or the middle third, or the upper third, you know, they're going to transition and use the upper third, use the wind to their advantage and the thermal to their advantage. And a lot of that at times can be dependent on what type of food source you have, how rough the winter is or whatever. So pay attention to that. You always heard me talk about when I'm hunting in the mornings, I'm always going to be up, you know, somehow or another. I don't want to be in the bottom in the mornings. It's in this type of land because the wind is too, if you get over a 3-mile-an-hour wind, it's going to ricochet and swirl and stuff like that. And that's why the deer are in there, and it's tough for you to do it now. And the evenings is a whole different story, especially on calm days. You can get in the bottoms, you know, hunt right on creek crossings or close to where they're coming off the mountains and the hills and stuff like that to go to their food sources, or go to check scrapes and stuff like that, or go chase the girls in them bottoms. So we'll pay attention to that. So right now I'm just noticing this food source that they use, you know, late winter or pretty much late November, because it was, like I say, we didn't have any acorns at all, and a little bit of browse, and the stuff on tops that they usually browse on was froze and killed, so it took out a while to come back. But y'all pay attention to that stuff, and I'm looking for some more rubs and stuff in these little areas like this. It's got different things that come together, and you want to, if you can find a place where you got multi-directional rubs on each side of the trees, different sides, you know, then that means a lot of bucks are transitioning in different ways to come across to go check, you know, bedding areas and food sources and stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking for that stuff, looking for big scrapes and stuff like that, and fresh tracks. We just had a rain yesterday, so so whatever we find will be fresh. So anyway, I'm gonna keep after it. Okay, another thing that's something important is when you're scouting an area, new or familiar area that you're in, is to make level changes while you're scouting. You know, it helps if you got somebody that can go with you. You know, usually Kathy's with me, but she's taking care of some flower stuff today. Go ahead and get some stuff. She's gotta get some stuff moved before it gets too hot, because we had a lot of stuff freeze out. But anyway, I'm in some like darker woods right now looking. So another thing is, while we're looking for these kind of bedding areas and stuff like that, is, you know, you hear Dan Infalt. You know, I'm not a Dan Infalt. You know, he's prettier than I am. I'm trying to get that way, but I can't do it. But you know, he likes hunting, or he posted a lot of hunting, you know, where he's getting in on them beds pretty tight. You know, my setups are generally, you know, tighter to the bedding area side. I'm not saying it's going to be, you know, close where I'm crawling in there, you know, 50 yards from them and stuff like that. But I'm always going to be trying to set up tending toward where I think the bedding area side is, whether it's, you know, early season or, you know, during the rut and stuff, because generally a lot of your action is going to get seen, you know, closer to the bedding areas, you know, especially in a high pressured public land area. So keep that in mind. You know, I'm still trying to work on the beast mode look, whatever, but you know, Dan's, you know, we got some shows coming up. You know, Dan's gonna be talking up north with some other killers, and then I'm gonna be talking in the south with some sure enough killers. So y'all Chattanooga and Michigan, y'all, if y'all watching this and you're around one of them areas and want to come to a cool show like in the south, I'll be talking. Jonathan Moreland will be talking, and Jeremy Aaron. So, and some more killers, some young killers too. You know, not just some of us older folks. So, you know, us older folks, they're giving us a blessing by letting us come to the show before we get out of here. That way we can try to share a little bit of knowledge. You know, we're like this technology of this, you know, GoPro and YouTube stuff. We're not really familiar with it, and most of them trying to use younger guys to help them out. And you know, I get help with some stuff because I didn't grow up in the technological world. You know, I'm trying to get used to some of it. So, but anyway, y'all hang with me. We're gonna keep posting this stuff, and I'm gonna continue to walk around in here and see what I can find. You know, it's deep and dark right here. I might let y'all just see a little bit. I'm coming off to a steep looking point, and just to see what it looks like, you know. Possible something could bed, but you don't really know. You know, your topo map, some of them's better than others about showing the steepness. And look right here, a little old small buck rub, which hey, they're gonna get bigger. And look right here, pretty good scrape. licking branch, you know. So it's a cool little spot. This is a point that's pretty steep. Looks like a trail right here. So walk down here and give a little peek. Yeah, this will be a good, like a crossing area. So thick, dark. So. Yeah, this is these kind of places right here is real good to know about, document, mark where you tracking stuff that you're using, because this is an awesome funnel crossing for a creek and stuff. So I'm gonna mark this and look at it, because you can tie this stuff, you know, marking it in rubs and scrapes and food sources and stuff like that. So, you know, some people, you can almost call that a gap. You know, a gap, all a gap is a pinch, you know, it's a funnel. You know, you get flatland or hill country, mountain country, whatever, you're looking for stuff that makes deer go a certain way to help you get close to them. And you try to, like I'm going to be up here somewhere higher, try to find another feature, land feature, timber change, or big blowdowns or something that'll help me be closer to get a shot. And that's what we're looking for. You don't, down here you're gonna be impossible the way it's the steepness around it with the wind and swirls, and getting here without the thermals. These things around here, you'll be blowing them out. So anyway, we'll keep on. Okay, here's another pretty good sized scrape on an old logging road, and we done killed that branch. More licking things out on the end. But all this is information to help you, you know, all you're looking for is pieces to try to put the puzzle together. You know, sometimes you can see big tracks and stuff like that. Like I said, it rained yesterday, there's no tracks in it right now. But all this is, you know, you're trying to find an area that contains a buck that you want to pursue, you know. And so finding these things let you know you're in the right area. You know, you just got to figure out how you want to hunt them, you know, what your style is, and stick with it. So pretty day today, you know, sun coming out. But anyway, this is the old logging road that goes around a point. We'll keep walking and go up a little bit higher and look at some stuff up higher up. And like I say, you keep putting pieces together and building your knowledge, and then, you know, listen to other people talk and watching other videos and see how they're doing it, and figure out your style, and making a plan. So right now is the time to start building your plans. You know, I know there's a lot of other stuff going on too, but you know, I have to. It's a year-round thing really to try to keep up with some bigger deer to hunt and stuff like that. So, y'all keep it up. Okay, another thing to kind of pay attention to is small things. You see that track right there in the pine needles from wet ground. You can see a lot of stuff. So pay attention. Small things, droppings, you know, little tracks in the needles. They'll show you that deer's going up. You can tell by the point, just like an arrowhead. That's the directional travel, going up. So I'm going up there too to kind of look around, but pay attention. You know, that's why it's good to have different eyes, because people notice different things. Kathy notices a lot of stuff that I don't notice, you know, because she's looking for different things. She's a newer hunter, not quite as experienced as I am. So I'm looking for bigger things most of the time. And one thing I haven't seen yet is a big old rub. So, but that don't mean anything. You can hear even Dan Impalt talk about it, like, and I can vouch for it. The biggest deer that I kill most of the time, if you climb down from where you kill that, look, won't find a rub anywhere around. It's just, you got to figure out how they're getting to that sign and get them without them getting you. That's the hard part. It's just a chess game. So anyway, I'm gonna keep on looking. We done found the gold mine now, fellas, so, and ladies. Look at here, look at here. You don't see that? You follow this trail over here. Look at there. Hey, gold mine, waypoint. We done found a rub of all rubs right here. I want you to look at this thing. Run the Eric. Hey, this is Iowa comparable right here. This sucker's. If y'all don't see me, this thing is shoulder high. Monstrous. Evidently this tree's had damage. So it just looked like, from a distance I seen it and I didn't realize the tree was this big. And that sucker's head high right there. But anyway, it's just a damaged tree. I'm making my way on up, looking at some more stuff, and found quite a bit of turkey scratching. So might be something to look at later on. There's a rub. There's some rub right here. Right here. Couple years old, historical stuff. Another historical right there. So looks kind of open up here, but hey, it's towards the top. So just more data. Okay, y'all. That's gonna wrap it up for the day. I gotta get back. I got a doctor's appointment today, so I gotta get a place checked out on my back. So they're gonna have to cut out or something. But anyway. Pretty good day today. We've done about 4.5 miles. The biggest thing that I found, most interesting thing I found, was that creek crossing off that point that y'all showed y'all. So, you know, there was some rubs and stuff like that in the area, and that scrape there. So everything that crossed that creek, or before they crossed that creek, would leave their scent on that scrape and stuff. So that's how they keep up with everybody, all the other bucks and the does that pee in it and stuff like that. So cool spot. Got that marked, you know, so gonna look at that on the map when I get home. So but anyway, it was a good day to be out in the woods. Any day you can come out and do any kind of postseason scouting before it gets too green is a bonus. You mark all that stuff, you learn more about areas, new areas. Right now this is a newer area, so learning stuff, you know, building up some more places to hunt. So anyway, yo, have a good day. Yo, subscribe, share, and tell your buddies, whatever about it. We're gonna try to keep this going as much as I can. You know, it's not, like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. You know, not gonna be pretty as this, but hey, no, we can't all look like this. But anyway, heading toward the truck. Gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all.